Don't forget to subscribe if you truly enjoy the content and hit that little notification bell for more to come. Thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video. A good computer doesn't necessarily equals expensive. In fact, I've learned from experience that all you need is to have reliability and the specs that will handle your work. With my custom PC out of the way, I've decided to make this Razer Blade 15 my new workstation. We are talking about 16GB of RAM, being handled by an Intel Core i7 9th generation with an RTX 2070 for graphics. Yes, I know, a lot of power, right? Well, it turns out that this amount of power allows me to render videos, edit my photography, and accomplish all the little tasks that require me to push content into the channel. All of it with my test setup. My name is Andres, I'm a software developer and techie, and today I'm going to share my professional experience with this great little workhorse. The Razer Blade does truly allow me to connect most of my peripherals to get my work done. In fact, I'd say that I haven't had any issues yet in terms of performance and reliability when developing content. Turns out that the base model of this laptop is able to handle a total of 3 USB ports, where I have my Razer Viper, the Focusrite, and the Logitech C920S connected. I've been also using the USB-C port along with the Stego in order to handle both of my hard drives as well as my SD cards. And to top it all off, I am able to connect my ultra-wide monitor with ease and my Audio Engine A5 speakers without any issues. I think that overall, it is safe to say that on paper, this computer is definitely able to handle it all. But as a consumer, the main question that arises within my thoughts is how much is too much for this as a workstation? So I started to truly push the machine. Most of the videos I edit come from a Sony Alpha 7 Mark III, where I try to push 4K at 24 frames per second as much as I can. Working with H.264 4K can be hard to edit smoothly, but the Razer Blade almost always seems to handle it. But the major concern I have with this laptop is my total availability in terms of RAM. You see, for this to be a true workstation, being able to run Premiere Pro along with Photoshop and Lightroom is a must. 16GB of RAM is sadly becoming a standard nowadays that doesn't seem to be fitting in the workstation category anymore. Luckily, Razer gives the ability towards consumers to be able to swap the sticks in order to upgrade the RAM. And as much as I love having an RTX 2070 within this laptop, my professional workflow doesn't seem to be using it as much. In fact, video encoding and editing is a CPU intensive process. And yes, I do realize that having a good GPU will aid in encoding accelerated effects, but the CPU is what mostly impacts the overall system performance for my workflow. This doesn't mean that I haven't taken advantage of the graphics card. To tell the truth, I've been lately doing some gaming within my workstation. Being able to run Forza at max settings is truly fantastic, but my biggest complaint for a brand that is mainly aimed for gamers is the lack of storage. A 256GB of storage on an entry-level gaming computer prevents the ability to play games like Call of Duty. And I know Razer allows you to easily change their M.2 memories, but it would have been nice to include a 512GB of storage on their affordable model out of the box. However, here's the full story. I do truly enjoy using this as a workstation, and the main goal of a laptop like this is to deliver raw power anywhere you go. But under battery mode, the performance does seem to take quite a big hit, resulting CPU clock speeds to decrease and the integrated graphics replacing the RTX when doing casual work. So if you're looking to get a workstation-like performance on a Windows PC when traveling places, you need to make sure it's plugged in. The better news is that, as a consumer, I enjoy the user experience the laptop itself delivers. For starters, as a software developer, I enjoy typing on their keyboard. It allows me to get into my own rhythm, and I like to feel the switches themselves deliver. If I had to complain about something, I would point out that I hate the arrow keys positioning beside the FN key. But this is something that has been corrected on the 2020 models. The trackpad feels good, better than most Windows laptops out there, but it's important to keep in mind that it's not MacBook Pro like. And while we're on the subject of MacBook Pros, we all know how durable these are from the outside. But I've got to say, I do enjoy the nice aluminum matte chassis the Blade delivers, yet I do wish fingerprints weren't so common on the laptop itself. Another point worth mentioning is the speaker's performance. I'm not a fan of how they sound, but the reality is that if you're traveling with such power, you're most likely using headphones to get your work done, and my work does require me to be a bit of a color freak when it comes to color grading or photo work. I have no complaints about the color science on this 1080p screen at 60Hz. The exciting part is that the 2020 models actually have upgraded their screen to output 120Hz off the bat. But overall, the color accuracy on this laptop is top notch for the work I need to get done. However, I do wish the base model came with a SD card. I find myself bringing my dongle around the house, which is not always the best transport experience. And even though I have given this laptop a try for development, I don't particularly enjoy running 2OS within a single machine. I'd say that the best way for you to get your development work done is by using WSL2 within your laptop. I've made a video about this in the past, so if you're interested on how to get that done, check that out. Overall, the Razer Blade 15 as a workstation laptop can be that perfect computer you've always dreamed of having. Being able to have so much power anywhere you go is definitely a must if you happen to be in a field that needs it. I truly wanted to showcase a base model from 2019 because I thought it would be a great idea to show you what the bare minimum from Razer could deliver. But if you truly want the ability to charge via USB-C, SD card slot in the chassis, 4K OLED panel, and a better battery life, then I would take a look at the advanced model. If you want to follow along my tech journey, feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Don't forget to drop a like and let me know in the comment section down below what has been the best laptop you've used this year. I want to give a special thanks to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of new learning opportunities for creative and curious people. It allows lifelong learners to take the next step within their creative journeys by exploring thousands of inspiring classes with hands-on projects and feedback from a community of millions. Topics such as web development, photography, film and video could be great opportunities to learn something new that will empower you to accomplish real growth. A class that I'm currently interested in taking goes by the title of Creativity Unleashed. Discover, hone, and share your voice online with one of my favorite YouTube creators, Nathaniel Drew. I think this could be a great way to develop your own identity as a creator and build a solid foundation in order to evolve your work as you grow. For less than $10 a month with an annual subscription, Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and they're always launching new premium classes. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a free trial of premium membership so you can explore your creativity. Thank you again, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video.